Back in the early 30s, there emerged from the hills of Arkansas two lovable old characters who endeared themselves to all America, Lum and Abner. Their folksy humor and backwoods philosophy caught the fancy of the American public, and Lum and Abner became a household word. Pine Ridge, population 85, became as well known as any city in our land. Once again, featuring Chet, we're proud to present A Visit with Lum.
Oh, howdy, folks. You know, me and Abner here's a powerful lot of politics being discussed around the Jot 'em Down store here, and I'm getting a little sick and tired of some of the outlandish things being said about my friend Bill Fulbright. Why, some of it went so far as to say he's a communist. Now, ain't that a little bit ridiculous? Just stop and think. Shucks, I've known Bill Fulbright since he was a kid of a boy growing up. I watched him when he was in college and followed his career ever since. To my mind, he hates them communists worse than old Blue hates meddlers. He's got both feet set on the ground as square as a cook stove. I know he's decent and honorable. He's straight as a string, too. That's why them porky-tongued charges them meddlers are making about Bill get me all riled up. Now, I don't believe in mudslinging, and I'm sure you don't neither. I don't know the Republican candidate running again, Bill, but I'm sure he must be a right nice feller, personal. But I do know when it comes to government matters, I'd a heap rather see Arkansas represented in the United States Senate by a man that knows government matters backwards and forwards. I honestly believe the state of Arkansas is more ably represented in the Senate and the House than any other state in the Union. Well, we've got only 1% of the population of the nation, but our representatives back in Washington supplies 10% of all the chairmen of the different committees in Congress. States like New York and Texas, Pennsylvania and Ohio don't have no Senate chairman at all. Now, the reason for that is we elected good men to start with, and they've been there long enough to get themselves well established. They've got the seniority and the respect of them that's working with them. Bill Fulbright and John McClellan is the greatest team of senators in Washington. Now, they're working as a team to get the Arkansas River developed as a waterway. And we're getting other rivers and streams developed here in the state, such as the White River, the Washita River, and the Red River. Now, let's don't louse up something that's bound to bring more and more big industry into our state. Time was around here when about all folks could get to do was cut pulpwood and hew railroad ties. Now, we got all these factories are coming in, and I grant we're living as good here in Arkansas as are in every state in the Union. And maybe a little bit better, because we got a state just chock full of friendly, honest folks that's the salt of the earth. Yes, sir, folks, we got a great team working for us back in the Senate. And I'd rather take my chances on somebody that's proved that they know what they're doing and is getting the job done, rather than somebody that just thinks he can do a better job and won't have the power amongst them he's working with back there in Washington to carry out half of them fancy campaign promises. It's downright easy to criticize what the other feller's doing in this old troubled world of ours. The trouble is, there's too many folks going around saying, the trouble is.
I grant let's re-elect Bill Fulbright again.